I mean, for us, the difference between a supercar and an Indy car, there's quite a few. I mean, obviously, going from a single seater to a tin top, closed wheel, back on the wrong side of the car, shifting with your left hand. It's a lot of differences. Obviously, Indy cars, you're very reliant on the downforce. Supercars, not so much, but they still have big horsepower. So, what the car requires from a driver is quite a bit different. But Alex and I have had had a chance last week to get in the car, get a little bit of experience. Learning the track now is going to be the hard part. I mean, everybody talks about Bathurst and the challenge that Mount Panorama is for everybody that ever goes there. That's a little more daunting, I think, but we're up to it. We're looking forward to getting out there. I've heard the weekend is like one of the best sporting events, I think, in Australia for the entire calendar year. And it's one I've always wanted to come see, even just as a spectator. So the fact that my first time there is going to be in the best seat in the house, I'm pretty excited about that. I've heard it's a bit of a party, and hopefully we can put on a good show for everybody. I certainly hope so. I mean, I remember watching supercars as a kid. Like, I grew up absolutely loving this series and always wanting to compete in it. So when the opportunity came up for Gold Coast a couple of years back, jumped on it absolutely. And then this one, even more so, because this is the Indy 500 of supercar racing, and this opportunity is so great. Can't thank everybody at Walkinshaw Andretti United enough for this chance, and I certainly hope that we do well enough that it maybe does open some doors for other guys to come over and do it, and hopefully enough people back in the States are watching and brings a little extra attention to the series.
We were fortunate that the team was able to get us some test days near Melbourne prior to coming here, so at least James and I both have some time in the Holden Commodore and have an idea of what the car is like and how different it is from an Indy car. But obviously going to Bathurst and Mount Panorama is a completely different scenario and a whole new challenge, and one that we're going to have to adapt to pretty quickly. It's obviously a big track to learn, one that doesn't forgive mistakes, but also the weather plays a pretty big role. So we have our work cut out for us, but fortunately Walkinshaw Andretti United has been great in terms of getting us up to speed, and we have great teammates that have helped us so far. So we're fairly optimistic. I mean, we've heard everything, right? From the crazy stories of the fans that camp there to the technical challenges of the track to you won't believe the elevation until you get there. So I think we're going in, not really knowing what to expect, and that's part of the fun of it. That's part of this whole experience, and why it was such a big deal for us to have this opportunity to come race at Bathurst 1000 is because the track is so unique. The event is one of the top 6 motor races in the world, in my opinion. So it's just been a hell of an opportunity to be able to be out here in the first place.